Hi, and welcome to this episode of JFWA Academy News. I'm Shayla Pointer.
And I'm Elizabeth Melton. So today our shining knight is Shayla. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm a senior at the Academy, and I've been going here since freshman year, and I've been dancing since I was about 11 years old.
So with dance, you had the unique opportunity to go to New York. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, I attended Rocket Summer Intensive this past July, and it was a 6-day program where I and several other dancers from all over the country, we had the opportunity to train under the Rockettes. So through the week, they actually taught us their technique, and they taught us several pieces of choreography that they've actually performed. And then at the end of the week, on the last day, we got to perform them in a showcase.
So how has that helped you and made you a better dancer?
Well, firstly, we were dancing 8 hours a day in heels, which is not easy, and just being in an environment with so many inspiring and motivated dancers, it really pushed me.
So is dance something you want to do in the future?
Yeah, all of the colleges that I've been looking at, they offer dance programs, so it's definitely something that I want to stick with.
So do you want that to become a career for you, or do you want to do something else and then just dance in the...
I would love for it to become a career. It's definitely tough to make it in the dance world. It's highly competitive, and careers typically don't last that long because it's very taxing on your body. And so I would love for it to, but we'll just see what happens.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Stay tuned for Knott's Camera Action after the break.
Hello and welcome to our Knott's Camera Action segment. I'm Dakita Williams.
And I'm Chrissy Bradley. This past weekend was JFWA homecoming. Both the girls and boys basketball teams successfully opened the season with wins over Cedarview Christian.
There was a great turnout in the student section to support our Knights. Thank you to everyone who came out to show support to our Knights and our Lady Knights.
So, ladies first, our Lady Knights triumphed over the Cedarview Christian Seahawks Saturday night with a score of 59-28. Let's take a look at some of the highlights. This strong start is a good indicator of a promising season for the Lady Knights.
And for our boys basketball team, the Knights were shining bright Saturday with a score of 89-60 against the Cedarview Christian Seahawks. Let's take a look at some highlights. A great performance overall with a solid beginning for the season. JFWA Academy's next home basketball games are November 21st against Washburn, with the Lady Knights playing at 6 p.m. and the Knights playing at 7:30 p.m. Come out and show your support.
Thank you for joining us, and stay tuned for our nightlife segment after the break.
Guess what? I have some news for you. There's free food right there, junk food. You see that truck? Oh, jeez. It's a 2 Michelin star chef, all for free, ladies and gentlemen, all for free.
Here we have a panzanella with summer vegetables and pesto. Enjoy. How we doing?
Fantastic. So what do you got going on underneath that plate there?
This food is really about to be thrown away.
Yeah.
Bro? Is there something wrong with this food? Where did you get it from?
From farmers markets. They put aside the ugly vegetables and the ugly fruits.
Carrot top, soft avocados. It was all food that was going to be discarded.
Even the drink you had is made from like a little bruised peach. Did it taste a little bruised?
It was good.
The average person throws away 24 pounds of food a month.
That's a lot.
Isn't that a lot? Go visit savethefood.com for more information. Thank you. Junk food time!
Hi, and welcome to our Nightlife segment. This week we have Allie Graham and Isaac Duncan, recent participants in the World School Forum. So Allie, tell us a little bit about World School.
So basically, World School is a forum where 3 students from 21 countries around the world come together and will collaborate on some global issue. This year we had to find solutions for how to maintain sustainable access to healthy food and clean water to people around the world.
So how did you apply to World School? What was the process?
Yeah, so we had our application process began last May. It was fairly lengthy. It took a little while to complete. There was a 10-page sort of essay part where you had about 10 or so essay questions, and they spanned from everything about how you see yourself as a group member and as a leader. And they also talked about like other extracurricular things that you've done. So leadership and involvement in other things is obviously something very big in this application process. But aside from those, there was a leadership self-assessment. That was where we had to sort of grade ourselves on a rubric on how good of a leader we thought we were. We weren't, the score that we gave ourselves wasn't necessarily the score that they scored us on as a leader. What they did was they judged how accurate that score was. So it was like a honesty trip sort of thing. But aside from that, there was also, so your GPA is, doesn't play like as big a role as the essay questions do and everything. But your GPA is something that you're scored on. And there was also a PowerPoint presentation at the end, and you hear a lot of people talk about it. And it was pretty tough. They ask you questions at the end that you can prepare as much as you want for, but they're hard questions, and you have to work on the fly to answer those. But yeah, it was no easy process for sure. It was a lot of work, and but in the end, got selected. So that was great.
So Allie, what were some of the activities that you did at World School?
We actually did a lot of things. We were very busy all day, every day. We spent a week at a beach town called Noosa in Australia, and while we were there, we did a lot of different activities like rock climbing and paddleboarding, mountain biking. We spent a day at the zoo, the Australia Zoo, which was pretty incredible. We went to the beach. We did a lot of different things while we were there. And we also spent a lot of time on working on our solutions for those problems.
So Isaac, how has meeting kids from various cultures changed your perspective?
It's shown me that people all people are really the same. We all have the same thoughts, interests, worries. It really just emphasized that no matter where you're from, we are all just alike. I remember seeing one thing that just like really touched me there was Indonesia's country presentation. They each country was tasked with some design challenges they had to sort of present their country's perspective on, but Indonesia took a little bit of a different route, and they focused on poverty because I think that's a big problem in their nation. And so their PowerPoint presentation was on, it had a lot of focus on the poverty in their country. And I just heard one of the guys say, he had a picture up on the screen, and he said, "This is what I pass when I walk to school every morning." And you know, there were people in the streets, and it wasn't the cleanest place. And it just really moved me that it made me realize what we see on my way to school. You know, I get to see the beautiful mountains and this beautiful university, but not necessarily everybody has that same opportunity. So it really put into perspective that we are all the same, but it made me not take for granted everything that I have already. It just made me see how blessed I truly am. But yeah, it really emphasized how we really are all the same, and how much unity we can really create when we come together.
So is there anything that you're doing following your trip to World School?
Well, we really want to continue with Project Avalon because we think it really does have a connection to our design challenge as well as the one from last year. And it's a really great project, and it's going to do a lot for our school. So yeah, we just want to help to further that cause, really.
Okay, well, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Are you involved in any extracurriculars with the academy?
I play sports, if that's one of them. I'm starting basketball this year. It's my first year doing it. I really like it so far. A lot of friends are doing it, and but I'm gonna focus this spring on tennis. We've lost some good seniors last year and some good players last year, so I hope some of these new kids coming here this year will really join in some of those sports activities. I think they can really be a big help. And I'm trying to get some of the basketball players to join too, because they're very athletic.
Things about JFWA?
My favorite thing about JFWA is the environment, as in the community. The people here are really nice. The teachers really want to help you. You get the education you need. They prepare you for the next grade and so on.
So you're a new student at JFWA Academy. What's your favorite part about it?
I like how the teachers enforce the education and how they're really